In this video, we're gonna cover everything you need to know about the American Express Gold Rewards Card, how you can get your hands on one of these in terms of requirements, and basically everything you need to know. We're gonna answer some of the frequently asked questions on this card as well. Now, I believe there are different types of credit card enthusiasts out there. There are people who only care about the sheer value of credit cards. There are people somewhere in between, like a casual user, and then there are people who only get credit cards to flex. They get the latest and greatest. Now today we're going to be talking about a credit card that has never been seen before in the Canadian credit card market. Now you're probably thinking, Tony, what the hell? Like, we have seen this card before. What are you talking about? It's been out for years. I would say yes, however, the metal version of this card has not been out for years, and in fact, our neighbors in the States has had it for years, but not here in Canada. It's been the cheap plastic, and now they finally made it into gold. Along with it, they released a rose gold version, which is really, really exciting. This is of course very exciting news because this card has officially just become the most easy to get metal credit card minus the other lesser known cards out there. Overall, the gold rewards card is definitely a pretty good all around card and definitely something you don't want to miss out. Now, historically in the past, if you wanted to get a metal credit card, you would have to get basically one of these options. You were either getting one of the platinum, whether it's the business platinum or one of the personal platinum cards like so. Now, what both of these cards have in common, along with the Visa Infinite Privilege credit card, they all have a fairly higher credit score requirement as well as income requirement, so not everyone will qualify for these cards. Now, with the gold card and arguably being the gold color, it's literally screaming baller. Maybe your average 19-year-old just might go out there and get these cards. With that being said though, it is nice to see our credit card market here in Canada kind of trend towards the metal side of things. Kind of like in the States where they had the gold card in metal in years to compete with its competitors Chase. Well, in Canada we didn't really have Chase, so they weren't really incentivized in creating these metal credit cards. However, there's always a counter argument to this, is that people who do have a metal credit card, they don't really want to see this in a way because they're like, okay, well, I've already achieved this. Why should you be able to get the same thing I do for much easier? Because right now, let's say you wanted to flex on your server, you can basically make no income. You can literally just spend $250 and boom, you have a gold metal credit card and you can basically throw down in restaurants to flex on your service and friends. Unless they also watch my videos and they know that you only spend $250 a year for it and you actually get great value, so good on you. You're a good financial genius. Quick pause. Before we jump back into the card, I just want to say thank you guys so much for helping this channel reach 1,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I did not do any promotions towards any of my friends and family. I wanted to keep the growth organic and to put out content that is genuinely for people that like this kind of stuff. Now, I'm very happy to hear that over 1,000 people has enjoyed it enough to click subscribe. I really appreciate you guys, and I will keep putting out these content like this more often and more higher quality. So stay tuned, and if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe with the bell to see more videos on Canadian credit card like this one. Now with that out of the way, let's get back into the video. Now it's time for the card breakdown. So the annual fee on the gold rewards card has gone up from $150 a year to $250, and they better have a pretty damn good reason why. So let's go over that. First things first, the sign-up bonus on this card is structured as follows. You get 50,000 MR points for spending $3,000 in the first 3 months, and then you get an additional 15,000 MR points upon making a single purchase between the month of 14 and 17 for a total of 65,000 points. MR points are valued at an average of 2 cents per point, so this makes your sign-up bonus effectively $1,000 for the first portion, $300 for the second portion, for a total of $1,300 in value. Now, if you guys have been following the credit card game for the last few months, I think that we as a community have been pretty spoiled lately with the Aeroplan sign-up bonuses, with the American Express elevated sign-up bonuses. I'm gonna have a reminder for you guys and take you back to reality a little bit. Not too long ago, about a few months back, the highest ever recorded sign-up bonus was the Business Platinum at 75,000 points. Now, with all of the revamps and these companies competing for each other, this has increased over the last year. Now, with that being said, 65,000 MR points is definitely not anything to be laughed at. Especially this is accounting the fairly reasonable minimum spend requirement of $3,000 in the first 3 months. That's an average of $1,000 per month, which can be met with normal everyday spending. Now, the second part of the sign-up bonus might be confusing to some people that never seen it before, so this kind of language has been used very recently for a lot of these American Express credit cards. So how it works is when the second year annual fee hits on the 12th month or the 13th month, you basically have 1 month to cancel it, which means on the 14th month, you lose the ability to cancel the credit card to remove the second year annual fee. So that is why when you make a purchase between the 14th and the 17th month, meaning this is a preemptive retention gesture that Amex is doing for its cardholders, and rightfully so, because 15,000 MR points is worth roughly $300, and I would say it's pretty worth the $250 annual fee, and that's even before accounting all the other perks and benefits that we're going to be talking about. Before we continue, just for a quick recap, so far assuming we are going ahead with this card for the first 2 years for a total of $500 in spend and annual fee, with earnings of 65,000 MR points at a value of $1,300, being up about $800 in value, accounting in the $500 in spend. Next, let's talk about the perks and benefits and some of the credits this card offers. So with the new change being from $150 to $250 as an annual fee, it's added a $100 travel enhancement credit, just kind of like the Platinum card. So think of this as like a mini Platinum card where you get this credit year after year. So again, assuming you're holding this card for 2 years, you're getting $200 back in value. The other added perks is 4 complimentary visits to Plaza Premium Lounges and a Priority Pass membership, although you do still have to pay to go in. So this card with these changes is really giving me the Platinum card vibes, and I think it's really smart to do on Amex's part, because this is almost like a segue to the Platinum. Let's say you were just graduating as a student, right? You don't want to spend $500 as an annual fee, so you go with the Gold card, and in a few years you work and make more money, and then you segue to the Platinum card. So it's a good business strategy to capture the audience once they're young. Also, another argument with this strategy is that think of this as a circle. So the inner circle are more than willing, like myself, to spend $500 a year on a credit card. However, the outer circle just isn't ready yet, or maybe they never will. So in this case, a Gold card would kind of scoop up this audience. So think of this as, for example, like even any subscription model, you see this across all industries like Netflix. Lastly, the Gold Rewards card comes with a $50 Nexus rebate. Now this is whatever. I mean, like for a lot of cards out there nowadays, especially here in 2021, there's a lot of Nexus rebates out there that's even for more. And for credit card enthusiasts, for example myself, I have so many of these Nexus credits that I can know what to do with. But I guess either way, it's good to have in your back pocket. We are done with the bread, so now onto the butter. Earning ratios. You earn 2 points per dollar on gas, grocery stores, drugstores, travel, and 1 point per dollar for everything else. This is an effective 4% back on those special categories and 2% back on everything else. This is by no means a bad earning ratio, but I do find it a bit more underwhelming compared to the new Cobalt card changes with 5x on eats, drinks, and grocery stores, 3x on streaming, 2x on travel, and 1x on everything else for a 10, 6, 4, and 2% return model. Now the thing is, I don't think the returns on the gold cards are bad. However, I just think the Cobalt card is too overpowered. But who am I to say? I'm not even complaining. They can leave it there for like 5 years and I'll be good with that. So looking at all of these in a monetary standpoint, is this worth it? We've already established spending $500 over the first 2 years will get you $1,300 worth of points and another $200 in credits, which means we are already up $1,000 in value. Without accounting the monetary value of the Nexus credit, because not everyone will be using this, and without accounting the Plaza Premium, because again, not everyone will be using this, and also it's kind of hard to calculate the value of this. Because let's say there's so many factors, like let's say if you had another credit card that gave you free unlimited lounge access, it's so hard to calculate the value in this, so we're not even going to talk about that. And this is again not even accounting the earning ratios, because again, depending on your spending patterns, what other credit cards you have, your mileage may vary. So we are not even going to throw this in the equation, but over the 2 years of card ownership, you're still going to be up $1,000 in value at a minimum. So is the gold reward card worth it? Well, one can argue over the 2-year period, sure, $1,000 in value in the minimum. However, the Cobalt card I think is still a little bit better than the gold reward card just because of its earning ratios, which is absolutely insane. However, I do think the gold card do capture a specific type of audience that say enjoy the lounges, but they don't want to spend like $500 on the platinum card for lounge access, so they have something like this. And Plaza Premium, I gotta say, they do not have this everywhere, but those lounges, from my experience, they're really, really nice and they have a lot of good food. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the Gold Rewards card. Are you guys going to get this card? And if you do, are you gonna go with the simple yet classic gold color or the elegant rose gold, something new? So let me know down in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button, make sure you subscribe with the bell to see more content like this. And as always, have an amazing day. Peace.